Last week, we talked about Jesus' temptation in the wilderness. We're going to pick up in the very next verse. Jesus returned to Galilee in the power of the Spirit, and news about him spread through the whole countryside. He taught in their synagogues, and everyone praised him. He went to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and on the Sabbath day he went into the synagogue, as was his custom. So this little chunk here skips forward almost a full year. If all we had was the book of Luke, you would think that, okay, we've got a little bit of time passing here, but not a lot. But the book of John fills in a lot of that first year that Matthew, Mark, and Luke kind of skip over. It's Jesus' starting year. It's how he picks up a lot of his followers. At this point, he's done some miracles. He's picked up some short-term followers, people that follow him part-time. But Matthew, Mark, and Luke jump past that to get to Jesus' big ministry. It's a good reminder for us. The Bible is good. I want you to read it. But I want you to read it in maybe in a smarter way than just one book at a time, or at least remember, Jesus has 4 biographies. Each biography in the Bible, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, are totally true. They are God's word. But they all have slightly different purposes. And for that, they focus on different parts of Jesus' life. All of it happened. It's just Matthew had so much to write, and so he said, I'm going to focus on these parts. John had so much to write, he said, I'm going to focus on these parts. And so get the whole picture. Read all 4 biographies of Jesus. You're going to get to know your God really well. So all you need to know for today really is these verses skip forward about a year. Jesus has picked up a following. He's been preaching, and that's why when he gets to Nazareth, he's asked to come teach, and why they're so happy with him, because, look, local boy made good. And we'll see what happens in the coming week.